when money is scarce, like if you spend money you didn't have to spend on something, like,
Trust
but
me, I know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. And I wouldn't even know the first thing to do with food because, you're putting something in somebody's bodies.
Right,
Like,
right.
I just imagine it must have, like, a lot of requirements. So
Yeah,
do you have a commercial kitchen then?
I do. That was one thing that I thought was going to be a big hurdle for me or kind of
Yeah,
further in the reach for me. One of the judges, Andrea, she kind of got a group of people together after the show and kind of came together
yeah,
and have like a mentoring group. And so we
nice.
meet like once a month. And so she asked me at the, let's see, it was probably December last year. I think it was December meeting. And she's like, well, what do you need to go to the next level? And I was like, well, no, she's like, what is your big goal? And I'm like, well, of course, my big goal is to get into the big box stores. And she's like, well, what do you need to do that? To get to that level. And I'm like, well, I need a commercial kitchen. And in order to get a commercial kitchen, I need money. And I'm not bringing in that much money at the moment because, I had these numbers in my head. I don't even know where I got them from. Okay. I don't even know where I got them from, but they were there.
Right.
And so then one of the other girls, she does dog treats. And she was telling
Okay.
me she uses her school's kitchen. And she's like, check with the charter
Mm,
schools, check with the VFW, check with, like, she gave me all of these options. And I was like, oh, I never thought about that.
I would have never thought of
I
that.
didn't think about it either. And so I had wrote down all this stuff. And then I had met a girl at I did a Juneteenth event last year at the Hertz Center here in Estero. And I met a girl that has a food truck. And so we kind of hit it off. And so I had called her and she said that who she used for her like commercial, she has have a commercial like home base. And she's like, give him a
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
So I called him, and when I tell you, like, he just slapped me in the face, like I don't, it wasn't him, it was God. I think just think saying, don't ever underestimate me,
Right.
don't ever like block yourself from something until you know exactly what it is. And so I ended up signing my lease in January for the commercial kitchen for a whole year long, and it's a quarter of the amount of money that I thought it was going to be.
Oh my gosh. So here you were, not even like
Yeah,
trying to look for something.
no, because I just thought it was out of my reach. And when I
Yeah.
asked, he says, "Ask and you shall receive." And
Okay. There's a lot of different ways to bootstrap that. Like, I'm not creative. I'm a finance lady by trade, and like I'm very analytical,
uh-huh.
but I'm not creative, not necessarily, And I just would have never thought like, oh, I can call a school.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I didn't think about that either. I didn't think about that because I didn't know that. Yeah, she's like charter schools do it a lot. The
Makes sense.
VFWs, yeah, it does.
Because schools are only being used, what are they? They're
Yep,
making lunch, they're serving lunch, and then they're
yep,
done for the
yep,
whole day, all weekend, I'm sure.
yep,
Huh.
yep.
Isn't that something?
I know.
That intrigues me, the dog treat thing. I guess I did never even thought that a dog treat maker would need a commercial kitchen, but why not?
Mhm. Yep,
Wow.
I know.
Now I want to meet the dog treat lady, see if I can get them in my stores.
Oh no, please call her. She is so her son is a 6 year old. He's the owner. He's 6 years old.
Oh, her son is the owner.
And the
What?
name of the company is Penguin Pups Dog Treats.
Oh my
And so
God.
his whole vision is he started Penguin Pups because he loves dogs and he loves penguins. And so his logo is a penguin, but he wants to have a truck that delivers food to homeless kids all over the United States. So that's his goal for starting Penguin Pups.
So that's where like the proceeds are gonna go?
Mhm.
What? Oh, now I have to buy from him.
They're amazing. They are amazing.
That is so sweet. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Can you imagine 6 years old?
He was on the show and he did amazing.
he was competing?
Yeah,
Oh my God. That's
yeah,
cool.
yes, yes.
I was 43 and scared to compete at the time.
Mm, I know. Yeah, he's amazing.
Mm, okay. Well, is there anything else you want to say to the folks? Why you got everybody's ear?
Yeah, I think that like my biggest thing that I try to teach people is don't ever take a loss. And when I say that, it's not to say that you won't necessarily take a loss, but I tell people all of the L's that I take, I turn them into lessons. You know, you can always look at, yeah, like you wasted money on a third washroom, but thinking about that is not going to do anything but get you upset. And, it's not going to feel good to think about it versus, being thankful that, I'm glad I at least had the money. And so now when I need it, I won't have to, it's there. You know what I mean? So you take everything that you think could be a loss and you turn it into a lesson because guess
Right.
what? You made this mistake today. Now, if you turn
Right.
around and make it tomorrow, that's on you, but you shouldn't turn around, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, and make the same mistake twice. So take every loss that you think could be a loss, file it in the back of your head and use it as a lesson and learn from it and keep doing that, and that's the cycle that Wes taught us about, right? That's
Yes.
that build, measure, learn cycle.
Yes.
And it's ongoing.
And when you learn something via mistake, you never forget the
No,
lesson.
you don't. You sure don't.
You
And
can't.
let it involve $1. At least for me, if it involves $1, baby,
So I'm pretty sure that I will. I'm pretty sure I'll go slow from now on,
yeah,
right? Because I probably could have waited another 3 years to build that third bay,
yeah,
and have a little bit more money in the bank right now to cover expenses. But if I wanted to, I guess I could throw a bunch of ad dollars into it, hire some groomers, and go crazy.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
is definitely a different way to look at it. Or
yeah.
maybe even rent those rooms out. Ooh.
Absolutely. Like seriously. See how when
Ooh.
you talk it through, stuff just comes. Yeah, yeah.
That's the beauty of having like a entrepreneurial community around
Seriously.
you.
Bouncing stuff off and you get to talking things out and you're like, oh, never mind. I don't need you know what I mean?
Right.
It just, yeah, it's amazing. I really I love all of you guys. Everybody has been just great. I mean, I tell people, and I sound so dramatic, but like my life changed after I
Yes,
came back from the blocks. Like
absolutely.
I wasn't. You'll have to watch the show in order to see. But I wish I was a lot more assertive during the show. And there's things that I would have changed, during the actual taping of the show. But I went on there with the thought of, because I am a researcher, I'm going to get every single ounce of anything that I can out of this
Yes.
opportunity. And when I
Yes.
tell you I did, and I seized that moment, and I came home and I put everything to work,
It sounds like it.
it literally changed my life.
I'm 100% sure. I'm so proud of you. You are amazing. I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to have some of that seasoning on
I
my
can't
shrimp
wait either.
next weekend. That's what I'm hoping, fingers crossed. You know, absolutely. I can't wait till I can just walk past your stuff in the supermarket and be
Yes,
like, I totally interviewed her.
I'm manifesting it. I am manifesting it.
I guarantee it'll be there.
Will
It
be
has to
there.
be there.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lady reach out to me on Fair. I'm on Fair, the wholesale website.
Oh, me
So
too.
yeah, retailers can find your stuff. And so I had a
Mhm.
lady reach out to me and she's like, I love the aesthetic of your product. Can I get some samples? And that was another thing I learned on the blocks. Like this girl, she's the bath bomb girl. She has like the seasoning bombs. She was on our season and
Oh, yeah.
she said, when I see you, because I was telling her I was going to rebrand, she said, I get luxury when I see you. She's like, so you should go for more of a luxury feel with your branding. And I was like, oh, okay. And so yeah, I went with black and gold, and the look is
Ooh.
really sleek, really it's great if you're minimalistic, it'll look great in your kitchen, on your cabinets,
Yeah.
or if you're, not minimalistic, but it's just very sleek and it just makes you feel,
Sophisticated.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
Well, I can't wait. I
yeah, I
can't
can't wait.
wait.
I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. Are you thinking about going back for another season or maybe like the master class or whatever?
I am not. It was a thought, and then
Yeah, me
when
too.
I applied to kind of these other accelerator programs,
Makes more sense to keep moving.
yep, yep, and especially with like that was more of a general knowledge type thing, and I think I
Yeah.
got what I needed out of that.